What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Let me turn that off. Just looked at the charts for a bit. Actually, got a full hour to really look into them, and we have some great setups. There's a lot of good setups on tonight. Uh, Depends what pairs you like to trade, but I mean, you can literally find one or two setups in the majors and a lot in the minors. We've had some movement with gold, USD, yen, and we have some suggestions in the live chat, which are greatly appreciated. And we are doing a giveaway today. We're gonna give away 1 free month of signals to any random user, whoever's active in the chat, subscribed, commented, and liked our previous videos. So we'll be doing that at the end. By the end of the day, you'll know who you are. So let's get straight into it. I believe we had a gold as a suggestion, USD yen, pound USD, and pound Aussie. Let me just go over the two charts I posted up earlier today. USD CAD short and Euro Aussie short. Let me cover USD CAD. Kind of broke my heart. I called these short, and then I said we should wait for further confirm. And right when I said that, it dropped 20 pips. But the markets will do that sometimes. The reason why I did call these short was if we go to the daily, hopefully by now you guys have our levels plotted. But on the daily, we breached this support right here. Too many lines. Let me remove them. I was trying to plot the levels, but we breached the support at 131536 with some good significance, and we were going to do a range fill to 1.3098, just based on what we did here in the past and what we've done here and what we've done here. That's where our levels were chosen. If we look to the left, same thing. Whenever we breached this resistance, we came down to at least 1.3100. So that's what I was thinking we were going to do. And obviously, in the greater scheme of things, we broke out of this ascending channel. And then we had this hourly trend line right here, which we came up and retested. Let me show you that on the smaller time frame. I am looking on getting a bigger monitor so things are easier to see. But yep, so we came here at support, came up and retested this trend line and just spilled over. It is looking like we will fulfill this short. I'm looking for some sort of pullback to 1.31536, a rejection, so we can get a better entry and go down. From a risk to reward standpoint, it's not really the best to enter right now, just because. Let me just show you guys. If we enter here and we keep the same stop loss. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I hope you guys made some pips this week. Only a few trades. CAD CHF came in nice. Hit take profit 2. Euro Aussie melted like expected. Again, came about 70 or so pips in profit. So yeah, if we entered somewhere here, the risk to reward ratio would still be there just because it was significant from earlier. But it's just not ideal. Usually when a move has happened, you want to wait for some sort of retrace before entering, because more often than not, you're going to enter the move and it's going to do a retrace. So you're going to be hit with drawdown immediately, and you usually don't want to do that. If you're into Fibonacci, you can maybe draw a fib from this swing high to this swing low and find an entry. But ideally, we want a retest of this support that we just broke and a rejection to go short again. I'll call it in the signals if I do enter short again. Euro Aussie, I actually went long. So I'll show you guys yesterday's analysis. So yesterday's analysis, we went short from this trend line, which we covered in our live sesh, which played out to the T, to our take profit level at 1.62559, and now we kind of bounced off it. If I zoom out, we can see why this area is such a significant area and why I went long. This blue line right here at 1.62730 has been a nice hourly support, and we've always filled out the range from here to 1.636, and that's what I did. I went in long right around 1.626, and I'm up 25 pips right now. It might not always do the full range fill, but at least you're gonna get some profit. I always advise people to shoot for 150 to 200 pips a week. If you can catch a 20-30 pip range fill a day, you're gonna get your 150, and it's pretty automatic. So I'll see once I get to 30 pips, I'll close half my position and then move my stops to here. I didn't call this because one, it's like a scalp. A lot of you guys are more interested into swing trades. That's what I'm getting the vibe. And another thing, our bot is temporarily down, so I want to be able to send real-time updates. Luckily, our analyst is fixing that, so it should be up by end of day, hopefully. And stayed in USD CAD, made some pips. Some of you guys did. It broke my heart really right when I sent that message. It spilled over, but it happens. I like to stay true to if I have a gut feeling about something, I tend to stay true to it. This time it was wrong, but the other 9 times I might be right. So it's always good to stay true to your trading style. And I just thought that gold and USD CAD are inverses. So gold was looking like a short and USD CAD was looking like a short, and that didn't add up to me. So that's why I called it off. But now gold is finding some support. So enough yapping. Let me go over gold like requested. But yeah, it's good that you guys are using your own intuition. That's the whole point of these live sessions, is to get people to move away from copying, pasting, and start doing their own analysis. I really hate TradingView for having 50 million providers, but I'll configure that. Anyways, so we have some support at 1.1 for 1400, I guess 1401. We retraced last week on the 24th here before popping up to 1431. The long trade played out. I called it off after we made this quick 35 pips. So right now, we could stall here and then retrace back up and then go down, or we could spill over. That's why I kind of called off USD CAD, because there's so much indecisiveness right now. But gold, it is sitting at some support, but it's also printing an evening star pattern on the daily, so that is indicating some bearish reversal signs, most notably to this region right here, 1366, which I talked about in our previous live session. If we were to make a big retrace, I mean, these are new highs for 2019. Last time we were here was in 2013. So actually new 6 year highs for gold. So we may be due for a further retrace before going up. Yesterday's FOMC, Powell speaking, and it still looks like rate cuts is the viable option and what they're going towards. There was some trust given by investors, because he was saying that we weren't going to make a basically impulsive decision. He said an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So they're going to see what the next month or two looks like, and maybe China and the US can make a deal, and we could have some strength again. The dollar index is popping up from support. We covered this in last week's live session. It spilled over to 95.80, and it's found some support there. Right now it's kind of indecisive, so it is printing a teardrop candle. Right now, if the daily closes like this, we may see another attempt back to 95.80. If we flick up, we might do a range fill to 97.63. So from here to here. Just looking to the left, that's what we've done in the past, so that might be the case. We are also, in the grand scheme of things, making a head and shoulders pattern. So here's your left shoulder, here's your head, here's your right shoulder. So yeah, if we were to spill down here below the neckline and do a retest, we could really see some bearish fallout from the USD. I mean from the dollar index. Obviously that's looking into the future, but things are looking kind of indecisive right now, but a break either way for any of these pairs I'm talking about, and you can have a great setup. That goes for USD CAD and gold. Be sure to just have those levels plotted so you can kind of see where things are headed. Euro USD down. The euro is also kind of flirting in and out with longs and shorts. So if you caught this mini short from 1400, congrats to you. It was a nice psychological level short. Right now we could, I described either be a minor pullback before we go long. Let me see if we can, plot maybe a fib. See what's happening. Swing low to swing high. Let's see. So yeah, just bouncing off the 23.6 fib. We're still in an uptrend. I don't think we've broken any trend lines. And based on it's all based on the dollar index. Maybe today's close will give us some more clarity. But I don't see any trend line breaks. This could just be a higher low before we pop back up. Euro's looking indecisive. What you'd want for shorts is this candle to stop printing a hammer, because that's what it's doing right now. It's printing a bullish hammer. If it does do that, maybe wait for a retest of 1.14329 and then short again. But overall, it's still looking like an up trend. Just a slight retrace before going up. We did break this big descending channel earlier this past week, so be wary of that. It might be an overall change in sentiment, and we might be seeing euro longs for the remainder of quarter 3 and quarter 4. So euro USD, mixed bias, but it is looking like an overall short, a long. And it's always best practice to trade with the trend and not against it. So look for entries. We are at a decent fib level to go long, at least long to 1.14329. So if you're looking for something to do intraday, that might be a viable option. Let me see what we can do. Yeah, so bring up my horizontal array. Let's plot some levels. Okay, cool. So we do have something interesting on the hourly. For those that are looking to go long, we had this mini downtrend, a nice push up. If you're looking to go long, there is a potential entry somewhere here. So if I were you, and it's looking like this is gonna happen, price might come down, do a little retest of either this downtrend or this support at 1.1350, and then pop back up. So I'd have buy stop somewhere around here. Ideally, you'd want to plot this on your chart and just manually watch the price action take place. And so right now we are printing a bearish candle, so that'd be a great entry, and your stop will just be below this consolidation region and this hourly support. You have a 2.62 risk to reward ratio to go along, which is perfect. You can't ask for more. So it'd be a nice intraday setup. I actually might enter this if we do get that pullback here and long. I don't see it kind of worth it to go long from here, just from a risk to reward standpoint. Actually, it is still a close to a 2.0. Oh, 1.49. So technically, it is greater than my gold standard of 1.35. But your best entry would be somewhere down here. So I'd wait for that to happen, and that'd be further confirmation. Like I said, you don't ever want to join into a trade once a significant move has happened. So yeah, Euro USD, near term, longs are possible. Overall, short term bias is also long. Unless we clear this low, then we can have some shorts. That's Euro. I believe someone asked for Pound USD. So let me look at that. Pound USD is looking like, yeah, One of our analysts is trying to fix the bot while we do this live session. Hope it doesn't annoy you. So this is what we saw yesterday in the live session. I drew this counter trend line, and we had a nice short opportunity. So whoever got it, congrats. Coming off resistance, we had a fake out, and then we had a break of a counter trend line. Easy short opportunity. And then I also said in yesterday's live session that we were at some hourly support at 1.26638, and we could have a nice intraday long, and we did. Let's see how many pips we made from entry. Around 30 pips. So we did go up 30 pips from the support zone, which is cool. We might not always do the full range full, but you can get at least some part of the move, and it's like almost guaranteed pips, just because there's contract accumulation here. It's a demand zone, so you're gonna get some movement in your favorable way. So that's cool. I'd wait out for pound USD. We were in euro pound shorts, and it's looking like we're gonna get stopped out. 80 pip loss. It happens. We made more than enough pips to cover that. I guess the political unstableness with the Brexit is causing investors to favor the euro over the pound. Technically, I thought it'd be a good short. It just didn't play out. It happens. But if you're looking for pound shorts, maybe clear the support. If you're looking for longs, pop to the 30-minute. Let's see what we're doing. If you're looking for longs, it's still a viable option to go long from here to this range fill if you're interested. I mean, yeah, if I enter right now, I have a 2.06 long to right here. That could be the case. I probably wouldn't enter just because we are making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So we might be signifying another move down. But yeah, pound USD looking like mixed. Could be a nice short if we do clear the support. If I do go short, I'll let you guys know. But euro pound taught me a lesson. Just kind of stay out of the pound pairs. We saw the same story with pound yen. But yeah, this is pound, euro pound, and I called the short once we made this rejection here off the descending channel, and it was pretty routine short, and then we just kind of just started flirting in and out, and it looks like we are going to just make a push higher. Not too worried about it. We had some great winners this week and last week, but every loss is a lesson, and we take that, and we'll move on. Just to clarify, USD said go long from 1350. Yeah, I'd say go long if we get the following to pan out. I'll show you guys again. Yeah, if I'm going too fast and you need clarification, just let me know. So I'd ideally go long if we come from here to here. So we have a pullback to somewhere here, right at the descending trend line we broke, and a rejection, some sort of bullish reaction, a pin bar or a bullish engulfing. Then I'd go long to there. What also could happen is we could make a deep retrace to the support at 1.13500, and then go up. Just look for signs. Look for wicks to the downside, but closures above this level, something signifying that buyers are still there. I'd go long. If we do make a sharp pullback here and we close below 1.13500, then shorts are a go. But that's my ideal case for longs. I mean, in actuality, we could just pop up from here to there without any pullback, but we're looking for ideal setups. And like I said, if you enter now, the risk to reward is still there, I guess. It was 5 minutes ago, but now it's lower than 1.35. But that's what I want to see for euro longs. If we get here, if we just flip up to here, look for maybe possible signs to shorts, but that's what it's looking like. It's looking like euro just might make a run for it. But yeah, just plot down this counter trend line and see what happens. If I do end up going long, I'll let you guys know. So that's your USD. Thank you for asking me to clarify. And these sessions will be posted up on YouTube within 24 hours, so you can watch them at your own pace, rewind, etc. Pound Aussie, last pair requested. If you have any other pairs you need me to look at, please send in the chat right now. Pound Aussie, kind of the same story. We're actually at a nice support region. Could have an intraday setup here. Okay, nice. So we're at actually a critical zone. It's critical because it was support, resistance at one point, resistance, support, and this is going all the way back to 2018. Just a year from now, 2018 summer. We're just coming off this resistance zone right here. And if I see anything, do I like it? Indecisiveness, so hammers, shooting stars. We might do a wick fill, so we might come up and fill this wick. Now we're printing another bullish pin bar, so it's indecisive. If you're looking for any setup at all, I'd wait for some sort of break above this level, a break of 1.81900 or 1.82 to go long. But yeah, when you look to the left, we consolidated before finally pushing up, so we could do the same. I do not like this close though for the 4 hourly, just because the wicks to the upside. But we're preferring to close any higher. Ideally, if you're looking to go long, if this 4 hour candle can do a wick fill, so if we can get a bullish wick fill, somewhere here, that'd be great. It signifies some buyers. But yeah, Pound Aussie is looking like a buy. This coincides with the Euro Aussie. We're sitting at support and showing some reaction there. But last time when we were here, we had additive confluence. We had a descending channel. We had a break, retest, and perfect long. Here we don't really have much of confluence. If you look at this bear run it went on, very few buyers. The retraces were small, if any. Just looking at it, we had one minor retrace, but other than that, the sellers were in control. So shorts aren't ideal. You want to obviously trade with the trend, and it is a downtrend. So I wouldn't be rushing into Pound Aussie longs. Especially because the uncertainty in the Brexit deal and whatnot. So I'd say out of that, the pairs that you should look at is Euro USD, Gold, USD CAD. I did see something in USD CHF that might be of interest for an intraday setup. So we're trading with the trend, and what we had was a break of a counter trend line, and currently we're retesting it. So we came up and tapped this previous resistance, which is cool. We broke a counter trend line, and we're looking like we're gonna make a retrace on the smaller time frame. If we get a retest rejection, we could come down to 0.97260, and then to somewhere around here at 0.9700. So look out for this, plot this. The risk to reward is phenomenal. 1.18. Plot this on your charts. Watch the price action. Don't do sell stops, because they could be activated without doing the retrace. So that's why you gotta be wary of that. So have this. USD CHF is also a nice intraday setup. So keep track of this and all the pairs I mentioned before, and the dollar index. These key levels, it's crazy how price tends to respect them and do things that are just unexplainable. But that's why they're so important. So if you don't have these key levels, please go to our first few sessions. maybe 1 through 5, the first 5 sessions, and you can get them down. But yeah, today's session was a little longer, and I don't mind. I actually was in the mood to talk about the setups because there were so many to look at. Euro yen and gold popping up, set up for long. Let me look at euro yen. Ooh, okay, cool. So yeah, euro yen is making a move to the upside, which is nice, which is obviously expected with euro USD making a move. Let me just pan out, and okay. So looks like we're gonna make a run to 1.23. Yep, 1.23. Because we're about to clear 1.22560. Just look at the amount of buyers we have. You can see there's some definite strength. Obviously uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high. What we can see is there an entry to go long. I'd wait for a retest. Honestly, I'd wait to see how we react to this level. If we get a close above this level, then you'd have a nice intraday long to our next resistance zone. So we could have something like this happen out. So wait for the manual price action to play out. Do not do a buy stop. Wait for us to close above this level. Maybe do a retest. Even consolidate. Do a descending channel on the 15-minute. There's so many things you can do for confluence, but whatever works for you, make sure that happens before you go long, because the next stop is 123, and from a risk to reward standpoint, 2.61 is great. In terms of fundamentals, do we have anything? So USD core durable goods came out better than expected. Great. NSD we have later. GDP tomorrow for USD, and yeah, G20 meeting, so watch out for that. Friday. So yeah, we have flash estimates, but nothing too serious for the euro. So yeah, it looks like we're actually piercing that zone right now. So maybe by end of day we'll know if we have a euro long or short. But yeah, we want to trade with the trend, so I'm looking at longs. So that's euro yen. I'll give you guys a second to plot these levels down if you don't have them already. And someone asked for gold popping up, set up for long now. Let's see what's gold doing. So I bet USD CAD is melting now since gold is making a run. Yeah, gold is starting to push up from support. I'm just trying to see on the lower time frames if there's a place to enter. Just going to areas where we've wicked before. Alright. So I wouldn't enter now. If you've read my article on support and resistance zones, I do it in areas of high activity and where we wicked. So where price has gone out of its way to wick. So like areas right here, and now we've hit this twice in the past day. So we're at some hourly resistance. So if you're looking for longs, just look to the left. Look at what happened right here. We came up, came down, retested, and we longed. So look for that to happen here. If you want to know what happens to the right, look to the left. And so ideally I'm looking for the same move, a pop up, a retest, and go long. The risk to reward, again, it's phenomenal. So a lot of setups. It's going to take some patience to see, to get the best entry. So looking at for something like this to happen. If this does happen, you can long back to 1432, or at least to somewhere here to 1419. But yeah, you're looking at a 2.83 risk to reward ratio, which is great. So this is what you want to see, something like this happen, and we can go long. We might not do the full wick range fill, just because this could be a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But these are levels you want to look at. 1419 and 1432, so that's gold. I believe that covers that for now. But yeah, if I do, enter any trades, I'll send them via the bot, or I'll share them in the free Forex analysis and setups group. So make sure you're following both, and also check out our trading view. Make sure you're following. I usually post ideas there first before I send out the signal. So if you're looking for reasons why the trade's being called, or the entries and take profits, you can check out there first. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, and someone will be getting free signals later today. You'll know if you were chosen. And yeah, happy trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.